Your book talks about it, about like decisions people make and how that affects them the rest of their life financially. I mean, just the pool, it seems to me, of, you know, economically viable young men, I think you call them, is shrinking.
Look, if we want to have an honest conversation about mating, we have to have an honest conversation. Men mate socioeconomically, horizontally and down, women horizontally and up. And when the pool of economically and emotionally viable men that's horizontal and up keeps shrinking, and by the way, women are doing great. We should do nothing to get in the way of that. But if we don't find a way to level up young people and put more money into their pocket, which slowly but surely has been transferred to old people through almost every economic program, they're not going to want to form families. And if you look at Italy or you look at Japan, the way we go out of business is when we don't have enough young people to support our expensive and unproductive seniors. And you have an economy that goes into decline. So the ultimate expression of optimism is having kids. And we have a cohort of young people who aren't having sex. They aren't getting together. They're more obese. They're more anxious. They're more depressed. 55% of people our age are extremely proud to be American. 18% of people under the age of 25 are extremely proud to be American. What happens when you don't have the guardrails of a relationship? And this is what happens to young men when they don't have the prospect of a romantic relationship. They're more prone to misogynistic content. They don't believe in climate change. They're more prone to conspiracy theory.
Gambling.
Yeah.
I was reading that.
They become shitty citizens. We are producing too many shitty citizens. What are the most unstable, violent...
Scott, isn't that partially our fault, or, well, your fault? I don't have kids, you don't have kids, but we set...
Yeah, his fault.
This is a society that we set up for these kids. They can't afford, many young people can't afford to even own a home anymore.
Right
they
on,
barely
brother.
afford rent. They live in a gig economy where they have to work 2 or 3 jobs. You used to, you know, go to a company and you stay there 30 years and you retire. It's no longer the system anymore. They can't afford to be, to have the American dream.
Love what you're saying, Don Lemon. Every morning, me and my colleagues at academia wake up and ask ourselves one question: how do I increase my compensation while reducing my accountability?
Right.
And we found the ultimate strategy. It's called the LVMH strategy, and all of America is doing it. Once I have a degree, take UCLA from 76% admissions rate, which was when I was there, down to 9%. Once I have a house, I become very concerned with traffic. So if you have a college degree and you have a house, you've seen your asset prices skyrocket. But if you're an entrant trying to have your shot at the American dream, sorry, boss, you're not the future. You're nutrition for my generation. Everything we do here is a purposeful transfer of wealth and opportunity from young people to old people, and they are enraged, and they should be.
All right, I better stop you there.